The British press is reporting simultaneously that Jurgen Klopp, the coach of Liverpool, will be sacked after the team suffered a 0-3 defeat to Wolves in the 22nd round of the Premier League. With only 29 points after 20 matches and a gap of 11 points from the top four, Liverpool is currently ranked 10th and is considered unlikely to make it into the top four, especially considering the stability of Newcastle and Manchester United in recent times. The Red Brigade now only has the Champions League to save their season, but Mohamed Salah and his teammates will have to face Real Madrid in the 1/8 round. This summer, the coach's team lost 7 games, drew 5, and won only 8. The poor performance has led to a huge wave of criticism for the 55-year-old German strategist, who seems powerless to move the Red Brigade forward before the 22nd round. He once acknowledged the possibility of being fired in front of the English press. "I'm not as good as a lot of people say, but of course I'm not bad either," he said. "I didn't become a terrible coach overnight, but I know that if it weren't for me, the situation would be very bad. Certainly, no one will listen to explanations or justifications." It can be said that Jurgen Klopp is going through the most difficult period, with Liverpool not only losing, but also losing their identity and spirit. The English media also pointed out that the absence of key players and transfer mistakes were among the main reasons for Liverpool's poor performance, as well as internal turmoil. Despite many failures in previous seasons, Jurgen Klopp still has support from fans, and now, more than ever, the German strategist needs it. After the loss to Brighton, Jurgen Klopp folded his hands and apologized to the fans who had bought tickets to the game and had to witness the home team's poor performance. "To be honest, they were special. It turns out it wasn't our day and they showed their true supporters," shared Klopp. This season, Liverpool are still highly regarded for their squad and are expected to be the biggest challenge to preventing Man City from winning a third consecutive Premier League title. However, things have not gone as planned. Liverpool has lost key players such as Diogo Jota, Luis Diaz, and Virgil van Dijk to injuries, and newcomer striker Darwin Núñez has struggled to prove himself after being signed to replace Sadio Mane, who left for Bayern Munich. Cody Gakpo was also brought in but has been a disappointment so far. When asked about whether his team is in decline, Klopp responded, "The evaluation of the team is not fair because we don't have our full strength and quality in attack. We constantly have to make unwanted changes." He acknowledged that these types of questions are normal in Liverpool's current situation, but noted that other teams like Arsenal and Man City have also faced similar questions at some point. Under Klopp, Liverpool has won every tournament except for 2 prestigious titles. He also won the FA Cup and the FIFA Club World Cup. However, Klopp's 7th season with Liverpool has started off in an unlikely way. Historically, every time Klopp enters his 7th season with a team, he has failed miserably. In his 7 seasons with Mainz, the team was relegated to the Bundesliga, and he failed to bring him back up, leading to his departure. He then transformed Borussia Dortmund into a team that competed equally with Bayern Munich for the Bundesliga title, but also saw the team decline in his 7th season. Last season, Jurgen Klopp led Borussia Dortmund to a 7th-place finish in the Bundesliga and a 1-3 loss to Wolfsburg in the German Cup final. Surprisingly, Thomas Tuchel was still the substitute coach for Dortmund. A few months after leaving Dortmund, Klopp joined the Premier League as the head coach of Liverpool in 2015. Now, Liverpool is experiencing a difficult 7th season under Klopp, with poor results and a storm of injuries. This is reminiscent of what happened to Klopp during his 7th season at Dortmund. Liverpool fans are scared and no longer recognise their beloved team as the reigning champions of Europe, but instead see a very poor image. The players who once made Liverpool fans proud, such as Salah, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Firmino, are no longer playing well and are part of the reason for Liverpool's failures. Klopp has tried to turn things around, but to no avail. Rumours of an alternative have also begun to circulate widely, and the pressure on Klopp is increasing as he struggles to find the cause of the decline. Despite the criticism, Klopp's current hot seat is guaranteed at least until the end of this season, due to past success. The Liverpool leadership has invested large amounts of money in upgrading the squad, including spending £44 million on Cody Gakpo, signing Darwin Núñez for a record price, making Mohamed Salah the highest-paid player in the club's history, and binding Klopp with a new contract. The plan was to build a young squad with Diogo Jota, Ibrahima Konate, Luis Diaz, Darwin Núñez, and Cody Gakpo, all of whom were recruited at high prices. However, Liverpool still has not solved the problem in midfield. The Kop needs at least 2 central midfielders and then a central defender, especially since Virgil van Dijk and Joel Matip are both in their 30s, and Joe Gomez's form has fallen since returning from a knee injury. These are 4 crucial signings, but even Jurgen Klopp acknowledges that they are not easy to make. The German coach remains committed to Liverpool's future and promises to help the team recover, but there is no denying the disappointment on both sides. Spending money in January may not be enough to solve the problem, so the focus will be on long-term goals next summer. However, it should be noted that Liverpool is still for sale and sporting director Michael Edwards will step down at the end of the season. The Liverpool captain has stated that his job is to help the team overcome these difficulties, not just in the good times. He will give it his all and not pay attention to the opinions of others, as it would be unfair to judge anything at the moment when the team is not at its best due to numerous injuries. Jurgen Klopp will have the opportunity to revive Liverpool, but if the result is otherwise, he may be replaced by former Chelsea manager Thomas Tuchel. The curse 7 inches has struck Klopp before, and he must find a solution quickly if he does not want history to repeat itself.